Cancer, this is Lauren from Etheric Tide with your monthly July 2020 Tarotscope. Oh, I've been noticing, like, with the readings for this month, there's been a lot of focus on money. It's really interesting that, a lot of the readings have been bringing up money. We'll see if yours does as well. We're also in retrograde, which affects people in different ways. For me, being an air sign, my communication, my words get muddled up. Although I do love retrograde because lots of people from my past tend to stop on by and remind me of stuff that maybe I've learned along the way, things that maybe I need to integrate and just relook at, reevaluate. Reorganize. Oh, yeah. Reorganize, Cancer. I think it's going to be a big one for you. Is reorganizing, not just like maybe reorganizing your cash flow, reorganizing your wardrobe, making space for new things. Let's see what we got. This one. There we go. Well, I mean, everybody's has been about money. Why not yours too? So when I was saying about reorganizing and making space, this is what you're making space for. So I think for you guys is you're having a look at the things that are either energetically or even physically filling up your house, your space, in your brain, your body, things that are just worn out. And this can be your wardrobe even, and things around the house that are just filling up space and making things stagnant. And I think that it might be time for like a garage sale. And if it's not even things that you'd like to sell, I think it's time for you to go through the things that you don't need anymore, that don't give you joy or have any use for you. And a great place to start is your wardrobe. You can have a look at all the clothes that are in the back of the wardrobe that you don't want to wear anymore, and they might not fit, and it might not even be that they don't fit, they just don't fit your personality anymore. And sometimes giving them away or selling them in order to get some nice cash flow in return for that is a great way to create space for things that will energetically fit, and this usually comes in the form of abundance. So taking that same analogy of letting go of things that don't fit us anymore and applying that to other parts of our life. Where are there people, environments, things, foods, and even behaviors and thought patterns that don't fit anymore, don't feel right anymore? And maybe it's time to let those go in order to create space for more abundance to flow in that does resonate at what makes sense for us and what feels right and what fits us. Yeah. So what doesn't fit? Let it go. Give it away. Pass it on with love. Give it some thanks. Just say thank you. Thank you. You fit me for a time. Thank you because you were right for me at the time. You're not anymore. Because I've gone through that growth. And here he is. Here's that Knight of Cups with that nice full, because you know that's probably just ready to be overflowing with gorgeous water. And that's like a cup of love. you know. That's what's waiting for you when you start to energetically let go of things. And it's interesting how we can attach emotion to some of the physical things in our lives. We can attach emotion to things, we can attach emotions to people, of course, and we can attach emotion to even things that didn't even come to fruition. We could have had dreams that we were attached to for so long. And again, this is coming up for some of the other signs as well. I think it might have been Aries. So you might be in connection with an Aries if it resonates. But I think more so that this is something that's kind of happening across the board, is that we're re-looking at the things that we thought were a good fit for us, and we thought that they fit us for such a long time, but they don't fit anymore, but we're still wearing them, and we're wearing them despite it not fitting and not feeling right because we got so attached to it for so long, and because of all the emotions that are behind it. So Aries card. You might have an Aries that's I think that probably for some of you, you guys have an Aries in association with this. But I think I'm just looking in my cupboard at all of my clothes, and I think about all the times that when you kind of like hold it up and maybe you put it on, maybe you put the item on because you're deciding whether you want to keep it or not, and there's a part of you that's like, oh, it doesn't look the same as it did, and I remember wearing this to this particular outing, or maybe I wore this with my last partner, or maybe my last partner bought it for me, or we went on that date, and you get all nostalgic over it, and it brings up all of these emotions, and suddenly you're like, how do I feel about this item, and then you either want to hold on to it because you're not willing to let go of some of the emotions and therefore the vibration that's associated with it. You're not willing to let it go in order to invite that new in. And we do this with a lot of our thoughts and feelings about past memories and people and places. It's just that, those physical things are really great at triggering all of that vibration within us. So don't be surprised that when you're doing out all of this cleaning that a lot of things are going to come up from the past in order for you to actually finally let go of. So what else we got for you? I feel like you've... So this is what's waiting for you. We've got some great emotional stuff that's going to come in, and also some great, like, tangible, like, abundance. The Ten of Pentacles is all the things that are in our physical world, like our home, our family, love and money, stability and joy, everything that is the equivalent of what you think is home. And it's like you're making space for that to expand into a more beautiful thing than what you ever could have imagined. I think that in order for things to actually materialize in your world and really expand to that beautiful, dreamlike version of happiness, the old stuff kind of needs to go. Yeah. order for that to happen. So I'm going to give you an oracle card. Again, like it's a grieving process a little bit. Like sometimes like having to give away things that you're attached to. All the things that had all those memories. It can be bittersweet. It's necessary. In order for a tree to grow, it needs to cut some of the branches that are dying in order for things to regrow. So there's that one. I think you have another one. Because I touched it and I'm like, oh, I wasn't quite sure. Okay, yeah. Alright. So we've got 2 oracle cards here. We've got show your support and celebrate differences. Okay. So what I feel with these is there's a progression that needs to happen here. I feel like when you go through this process of shedding some of those old things, just know that you're going to have people around you that are going to be able to support you through that process. I think that even though you feel like you're going to be losing something, you're absolutely going to be gaining something in the process. Don't feel like you're losing something by having to let go of it. You're actually gaining more than you're physically going to be letting go of, I think is the message in that. So that's your message for July, Cancer. I do hope you have a wonderful, enjoy the retrograde, just ride that wave. It'll be fine. If you would like a reading, my details are down below. And you can also just go to www.etherictide.com, like, comment and subscribe, and thank you so much for any good karma donations. Have a good July. Bye.